probably most of you knows already Valid, okay? So Valid is, well, we've been in the telecom industry for, I don't know, 35 years, although the company is already 65 years old. So we've been there almost forever, and we will continue there for sure. So we came from the traditional SIM card business, so our traditional customers were the operators. Now we moved to the eSIM, where our customer were, well, the device manufacturer, also service provider, and so on. And now, well, we see that in this new IoT context that we are in the industrialization and so on, we see that, well, we need to change a little bit our paradigm, or the paradigm has changed. So right now, we don't only speak with operators, we don't only speak with device manufacturer, but we need to speak all together. Okay? At the end, this is also very important. So, and for Valid, and the different products that we have, for sure, we have the SIM card for the operators, we have the eSIM, we have the EAM, the new EAM for the SGP32 specification and so on, the IPAs, LPAs, so all of that we also have, and of course is GSMA certified. So at the end, more than 120 platforms already deployed out there, and many, many millions of devices are using Valid components for this connectivity, for their connectivity. But here we want to talk about the industry transformation. Okay, so well, we have the first industrial revolution with the first machines, the second industrial revolution with the electricity, the third industrial revolution with internet, and now we are in the fourth. The fourth, which is data. Okay? All the data, all the industry are data-driven, and well, needs data for do almost everything. So, well, and this is what we are doing. Well, this is where we will help for this new change of the industry, this new industrial revolution, the fourth industrial revolution. And at the end, what is a connected industry? So a connected industry is an industry. It's not my laptop, which is connected to internet in my office. It's not only a factory that has private or public network. It's also the asset management that we was playing before, right? It's also for example, in the farms, these animals that are trackers, using trackers, connected trackers, and so on. So at the end, this is all related also with the IoT, and IoT is going to be almost everywhere. I'm not going to talk again about IoT this time, okay? But at the end, all of that needs is what we are doing, or what the industry is doing, is actually rely on data for mainly one reason, and is to reduce costs, okay? To be more efficient, to be more optimized, because at the end, okay, what the operators want? The operators want to have as many subscriptions in the field as possible, right? What a production plant, a factory wants? To optimize, to be efficient, to have this cheaper maintenance or predictive maintenance, and of course, be more sustainable, okay? This is data, everything consumes data, everything is data transferring from one point to the other, and of course the artificial intelligence is nurturing from this data. But we need to take care also about something which is the security itself, right? And this is where companies like Valid enter in the field, okay? Is to, well, protect and secure the assets of our customer, the assets of the operators, and to be able to transfer all this data in a secure way, or in the securest way as possible, okay? So they're Valid, that provides security, that provides trust, that provides secure software, which is certified, of course, is where we are. So the eSIM for securing the operator's asset, okay, the subscription of the operators, the SNDP Plus for providing these subscriptions, different solutions, different proprietary solutions, transversal solutions, and of course different partnership and collaborations. And then of course including the IoT, the EAM, so on. Sorry. But then there is one question which is, okay, our industry solutions, or the industry solutions in general, how do we connect for the first time a device in the field? And this is an issue, right? Probably most of you have already experienced that. We have received many questions about that. So how our products or our customers' products are gonna be connected when they leave the factory, okay? So well, we have the eSIM, we have the IoT, we have a lot of things, but of course, when this customer came to us and say, can I use my favorite operator already in the eSIM as bootstrap profile? I think you know what is a bootstrap profile. It's the profile that we put in our factory that will provide initial connectivity to the device that are out there on the field. Yes, of course, this is something that we do almost every day, right? But some customers say, okay, but I would like to, decide later on the process which profile I want to use, depending on different factors. And until today, there was no solution for that, right? So in GSMA, we start talking about the in-factory provisioning some years ago already, but somehow, well, the discussion was stopped until now that this thing is moving a little bit forward. But at the end, the concept itself is easy. So at the end, what we want to do is in the factory line of our customers, be able to put a profile from their selected operators. And they will be able to select this profile once they already know which is or where are they going to deploy their products. Okay, this is the concept of the in-factory provisioning that actually complements very well SDP22, SDP32. SDP02 no, because in SDP02 there was already the bootstrap profile that actually is mandatory from the specification, right? But in this case, if we take SDP22, SDP32, and the in-factory provisioning, our customers are going to be able to select their profiles, then ship their products to the final destination. There is other technologies that can help this, the industrialization in general, I mean, not only this. Which is, one of them is to provide additional security for that, for the communication between the IoT network or the IoT devices that are out there. So for example, these cows in the field with a tracker and so on, and the IoT cloud somewhere else, which is something as simple as an applet. It's called the Safe Applet. And this applet basically what does is to add an additional protection layer on top of the already very secure cellular connectivity, okay? So this applet, basically, what does is that, so to add an additional layer of security on top. This basically what would EAs or would prevent, let's say, the IoT to be attacked by hackers and so on. Because we know that the IoT, the next challenge on the IoT itself would be the security. We already know, we have already seen some news where, I don't know, one street light was hacked, but why? So imagine when we have all these connected devices out there, we will need to think, and we are already thinking, of course, on providing these additional layers of security. Okay? And then another thing that complements very well the industrialization, the industry, is the private networks. Many factories are already deploying their own private networks in their factories. And I think Yolanda already said about private network. So at the end with the eSIM, with a private network profile, okay, you have already in a single SKU the support for a private network, if this private network complies with the different specifications, of course. And in the same SKU, you can download a public network profile, so a subscription. So this dual capability that is inherent in the eSIM, actually it provides a lot of possibilities, because inside the factory you have the private network, the devices connected using the private network profile. You go out of the factory and you have the regular subscription. So we have seen many technologies. Okay, we have been talking before about the SDP02, SDP22, SDP32, now in factory provisioning, now the Safe Applet, now private network. Wow, so there are a lot of things. And we need to put everything together. We need to join all the pieces together to complete this puzzle in order to help our operator customers and our device manufacturer customers to have the best service and to provide the best service to their own customers. So there, for this, we can join all together here the security of the eSIM, because at the end, the most secure element in this eSIM ecosystem is the eSIM itself. So the eSIM is certified according to a state-of-the-art compliance program by GSMA, of course. Then, of course, the flexibility of SCP32, so this capability of the entity that is controlling the EAM to select which subscription is going to where device. The in-factory provisioning, okay, so already in the factory, our customer will be able to select which operator is going to provide this initial connectivity on the field, that again is always is being an issue. And of course, the network, okay, the network of the operators, the intelligence of the network, in order to be able to drive this industry change or this new industry revolution towards the data management and the secure data transferring. So here you can see, inside the factory with a private network, for example, you have the devices already connected, okay? And then, well, the assets that are produced can be already provisioned with an initial connectivity. Out there on the field, well, if it's a consumer device, the user will be the one selected which is the network to have. If it's an IoT device, it could be the service provider, the OEM, even the operator is going to select that through the EAM. Okay? So at the end, joining all these pieces, all these force, all this technology, because at the end is disruptive technology, it's new technology that we are bringing up here. So we will be able to provide this efficiency, these optimizations, and this security, of course, to the industry. And here, again, I would like here to talk about the interoperability, right? Because at the end, all the products will be everywhere. SCP02, well, we said before that interoperability really was not a real issue because there were other issues. So, for example, the different integrations and so on. SCP22, consumer one, is being a reality because it is interoperable. You take your phone with a valid eSIM here in the US, and it works. You go to, I don't know, to Brazil, and it works. You go to Mexico, and it works. And this is because of the interoperability, okay? So from Valid, for all the industry, but specifically Valid is being working a lot in order to provide and to maintain this level of interoperability. And with SCP32, it's going to be even harder because of the inherent fragmentation of the IoT. We have one EAM from Valid or from one of our competitors, and this is a reality. So we are here talking about open ecosystems. We don't believe in closed ecosystems. So if we have our eSIM that needs to be associated to a competitor EAM, this needs to be possible. Of course, our customer will want that. If valid eSIM is integrated with an IPA from a competitor, should be also possible. If a competitor eSIM try to be associated with an EAM provided by Valid, this also needs to be possible. So we need to join force in order to maintain and to provide this level of interoperability that will allow us to go to an open market world, okay, to an open world for the specifications using and leveraging all the power of the eSIM. And it doesn't change. Okay, now this is the last slide. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here with you. So this is our last white paper talking about IoT. There is a lot of things to say about IoT, a lot. So we can be here talking for hours. But here you can see an overview on what we are doing on IoT and so on. And of course, we will be here, me and my colleagues will be here in the event. So please feel free to reach us in any moment. So if you have any question or any comment.